Well, let's wait and see, but we've been using people from overseas on 457 visas for quite some period of time. That goes back some years, and then as a union official before, I fought very hard to make sure that people who came in on these arrangements came in circumstances where Australians had had the opportunity to get to work first, and secondly, that they were employed on Australian paying conditions and understood their rights. And remember, during the Howard government period, there were numerous instances of abuse of this sort of program. We have strengthened the protections in relation to these visa arrangements. And it is a feature, given that I'm not quite sure if people understand just what's going on. There are tens of billions of dollars being invested right now, hundreds of billions of dollars in the pipeline, in the resources sector in particular, nearly $100 billion in the coal industry investment alone at the moment. There is a massive amount of growth. We go up to a town like Glasgow, $14 billion worth of investment in huge demand for labour in these areas. I think our responsibility as a government, of course, is to maintain a strong economy, spread the benefits of the mining boom, make sure Australians got the opportunity to participate in this work, make sure the businesses involved deliver the skills training, the apprenticeships, the traineeships, exercise their obligations to Australians. But at the end of the day, too, we've got to make sure that the labour supply is there to bring these projects off.
And when you say you're not sure whether people understand that, that's probably true. They understand in Western Australia and Queensland, but in the rest of the country they see workers being laid off and they're saying, well, it's not going to overseas people when... And it is true, isn't it, that right now there are more transfer companies than normal that are struggling.
Oh, it's very tough times, and as the industry minister, I'm acutely conscious that in various parts of the Shepparton industry there is extreme pressure. And again, it's partly related to the mining boom, the massive investment and the demand that's coming in because of the resources boom, of course, has helped drive the value of the Australian dollar higher. So therefore, in the manufacturing industry, for example, that has a very harsh effect on your competitiveness, because if you're competing against imports, they're cheaper, and your exports are more expensive. And that's why we're seeing great pressures in the manufacturing sector, and why this is a politically volatile issue. That's why we're described as a patchwork economy, because there's pressure in some areas, massive growth in others, and government has to facilitate that structural change, support workers through the process of change, make investments in things like the auto industry that we have committed to strengthen their competitiveness, and help facilitate the movement of people to the areas where the jobs are growing, where it is feasible to do so. But flying in and flying out to northwest Western Australia is also not, the ideal circumstance for many people living in Sydney or Melbourne.
Well, now, probably will come up at caucus meeting on Tuesday. Now the reports that the Chief Whip is organising numbers for Kevin Rudd. How do you feel about that?
Well, I don't know. I spent Friday with Joel Fitzgibbon, but he didn't mention it. He's not tried to recruit me.
Is it an untenable situation, if it was to be shown, if it was, okay, it's short of a convincing denial, is it an untenable situation for a Chief Whip to be gathering the numbers against the Prime Minister today?